Hey folks, it's Brett Pruitt again, and we're going to go through some various classes of motorhomes and kind of show you the insides, outsides, and floor plans so that you have a little bit better idea of what is actually out there on the market. The number one thing that I recommend, though, besides doing this, is get online, go to certain manufacturers' websites. Kind of check out your local RV dealer online, see what they've got. Go to the manufacturers' websites, go to YouTube, look at some video tours of the insides. Once you kind of get an idea of what you're looking for from there, get it down to whether it's a travel trailer or a fifth wheel or a Class A or a Class C, go to your dealer and walk through those trailers. Whether you decide to buy them or not, those RVs, whether you decide to buy them or not, walk through them, put your hands on them, kind of like the touch, taste, and feel kind of thing, and see kind of deal. And that way you can engage your five senses. Get an idea also for the sizes of these RVs so that you know what you're looking at. All right, we're going to start kind of a slideshow here, and we'll go from there. So let's grab that bad boy and pull it over here. All right, full screen that joker. There we go. Your Class A's are basically your bus type RVs. You've seen these things going up and down the road. Typically, their insides are fairly luxurious. Like this one here has what they call a vanilla type of interior. This is a Jayco. It's not a real high-end RV. But it's also not exactly a low-end RV either. Kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at from the back to the front there. Your floor plans, oftentimes you'll have a slide for your kitchen, slide over here. The bed or the dinette area in this will turn into a hide-a-bed. These chairs usually turn around for the living room. You've usually got your TV up over these two seats. And then, of course, in the back room, you've got a bed and TVs, cabinet with maybe a washer dryer hookup and things of that sort that are in there. 12-foot cubic fridges, this thing shows. So that's your bus style RV. The next one is your Class B. This is kind of a weird one. I don't see a lot of full-timers utilizing it. Some people do that have got, they're looking for the minimalist lifestyle, and that's all good and fine. It's not for me, but it's great for them. The beautiful thing about a Class B, though, is they fit in a typical parking space like you would have any other car. It's built on a van superstructure. You've got enough area inside to sleep and cook and take a shower and use the facilities. This works pretty good, though, also. Sometimes these have slides, but these work also pretty good for the person that's doing the stealth camping. That's where maybe you're pulling into a hotel or Walmart or whatever, and you don't want anybody to know that you're actually inside the motorhome. Typically, you'll have a little kitchen area like you see here, and this little area here turns into a bed. That table drops down and gives you some extra support. The front to the coach, there's a little TV in the corner which you can watch from this little loop. And then here's your bathroom. That's your sink, as you can see, and you come into the door. And it's a pretty nice looking coach that's developed by Carolina Coach and Marine. They do boats and these smaller RVs, so it kind of looks a little bit like a boat interior if you think about it. So here's what the floor plan looks like. You've got, of course, your engine and hood and your overhead storage there, TV, a closet, your bathroom, toilet, and vanity and all. You'll enter in through here. You got a computer workstation. This is where your bed would be, a little kitchenette type of area. It's good for more of a weekend camper, but then again, there are some people that are living in them full time, doing that stealth RV type thing. Next, you step up, and this is the Seneca by Jayco. I'm not partial to Jayco. They just had some easy-to-grab pictures, so that's what I did. And this is a Class C. These can be up to, usually 35, 36, 37 feet long. Built on a van or a truck structure. They give you quite a bit more room, as you see. There's oftentimes a sleeping compartment overhanging the driving compartment. The TV folds in and out. They got a nice little living room area and kitchen area. As you can see, this is a rather pretty one. Got a nice little kitchen with a pull-out area here for the sink. That's a double sink, believe it or not. And you got a pretty nice little refrigerator there. This one did not have a bunkhouse model. At least I wasn't able to find one on there. But usually your bunkhouse models, you've got some extra beds space in there. All of this folds out. You'll enter in right through the back almost of the coach. You've got your little bedroom, which they give you a king-size bed and a nice little lavatory and whatnot. Gives you a little less room than the Class A, a little more sleeping area than the Class A typically. It's good for families. Next, we've got the Terrain by Keystone. As you know, I'm kind of like I joke all the time, I'm a Keystone whore. One of the neat features in a lot of the travel trailers is oftentimes they have two entrances, one at the living room area, one at the bedroom area, which the back is the bedroom area, I believe, on this one. Interior wise, this one of the things that Keystone features is a nice arch ceiling. This is a bunkhouse model. That's what's at the back of this particular trailer. You can see that a lot of them are starting to come with, this has got two slide outs, and they're starting to come with the center islands. A lot of the coaches are starting to come with the center islands, give you more storage space, more kitchen space. As you can see, there's another picture of the kitchen. And, you know, they use some real high quality cabinets over there at Keystone. These are actually all ash wood. You can see kind of into the bathroom, porcelain stool, full-size showers. Here's your kind of your floor plan of the RL, this rear living room feature. This is the kind of things that I like because I'm kind of a techno geek. They've got your entertainment center over here on the back side of the kitchen. You got your chairs and your sleeper sofa, this dinette area. Then it kind of opens into the bathroom, and then they've got a slider door to log off your bedroom. You've got overhead storage there and some wardrobes on the side. That's your travel trailers, and you can tell that by this little hook. Real quick, between the difference between a travel trailer and a fifth wheel. If you buy a travel trailer, you absolutely must have, on a normal size travel trailer, that's anything above 17 feet, a weight distribution and sway control hitch. If you don't have it, you're going to wish you had, because you're going to wind up in the ditch on a bad windy day or when a truck passes you. The downside to a travel trailer versus a fifth wheel is the sway issue. There are some hitches out there that actually will lock in and take the sway completely out because it keeps the vehicle from swaying to begin with. We'll talk about that in another video. They basically lock the front and rear unit, because when you're driving a travel trailer, and let's say a semi passes you, you have a sway in one direction with the coach, and then your vehicle sways completely different. And so you have to counteract both of those. And that's one area where fifth wheel is a little bit better, because the weight is on the back tires, so it almost locks that as one unit. With a travel trailer, your weight is behind the tires. And that's where a hitch, I think it's called a P3 hitch, is one, or a 3P hitch is one of the two. They lock everything together with a trapezoid approach. Again, don't worry about that right now. That'll be in a future video. This is a bunkhouse version, actually, of that same floor plan. You have the bed in the front, entertainment center, two slide walls. The bathroom's off to the side, and then there's some double beds oversized that are in a stack faction in there. Next is my personal favorite, the fifth wheels. It's what I'm partial to. It's what I live in. This one has two doors. Mine does not, thank God, because that takes up some of your wall space that you could utilize. Your fifth wheels, this end will overhang the back of the bed of your truck. It does help with stability. They have quite a bit weightier, so you need a bigger truck, but they also have a lot more space with the slides. Typically, they're also more well appointed. Here you have an L-type counter going back, and it sits normal where everything else is on a slide. You have a slide here that moves your refrigerator and your oven and your stove and all that back, and you step up into your bedroom. Also notice the light fixtures. They're much more high-end than a fifth wheel. Fifth wheels are really meant for full-time living. Again, you've got your nice ceiling fan. That's a residential ceiling fan, by the way, not an RV ceiling fan or an outdoor. Ducted heating and air, much like I have. You probably just heard it click on. Fireplace, much like I have. Computer desk, just like I have. Two recliners and a sofa. Again, it's almost very similar to mine, except mine's a little bit different floor plan, but I have everything that's in there. And all of the storage. And this is, again, is the Keystone Montana fifth wheel. Here's the layout of it. You have your wardrobes that are in here, and they usually have a shoe rack that's in there. A lot of times they'll put cedar line closets in. You'll also have a place like this ward here. This is your washer dryer hookup is in there. It's just another wardrobe, but you can also put a washer and dryer in. This one has a garden tub. Mine has a very large stand-up shower. You typically have your full kitchen table, air-hide mattresses, entertainment center. This is actually my floor plan almost, except that I have a wall that divides these off. 5 slides here, 4 slides here, excuse me. And as you can see, 17-foot awning. So that brings us to the end of this video. I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of the different types if you're brand spanking new to it. Get online, use YouTube, go in there and type in different ones, Keystone, Evergreen, whatnot. Look online at your local dealers. Look at a Carpenter's Campers if you live in my area. I like them better than a Camping World, but if you don't have anything but a Camping World available, look at Camping World. It's just they typically don't have good prices, and they're a big corporate outfit, and I hate big corporate outfits. But take a look at what's out there and then go look for yourself. Again, this is Brett, and I appreciate you watching the video.